Hi, this is Dan here from Thomas Road Support. I'm just going to take you through the theme options available in our theme Hygge for WordPress. At this point we've actually installed the demo data and the rev slider data, just following the video before. So if you're just following along these videos, make sure you've got this all set up first. We're just going to show you how the various theme options we provide work and what they can do in the theme. So the theme options that we offer are all handled by the WordPress customizer, and to find this within your admin area, just head to Appearance and Customize. Now within the theme options, you've got various sections which control certain elements of the theme. Obviously the main areas would be the layout for the header, colours and whatnot, but I'm just going to take you through a quick overview of what these all do. So the first area we've got is the demo data importer. We've covered this in our previous video. This is where we actually allow you to set up the theme just like the demo in one click. Just below that we've got the site identity, which is provided by WordPress, which lets you control the site title, tagline and favicon. And then we've got the colours here. Now this is where you can really take control of the theme and set things just to how you like. So if we were to just kind of go a bit crazy here and show you some various options, if I just tweak all these colours here. Obviously I wouldn't suggest going quite so crazy, but I'm just kind of demonstrating what the different options do. So the main thing here, I suppose, would be the light background colour, which we can swap. So what you'll notice, you've got various options so far. We've changed the highlight colours, which control things like the headers, text. But as you can see in the options, you can see what they actually provide. And then down here, we've got various options for the actual background colours for all the different sections available to you. So if we just change that to something very dark, you'll see straight away the light section, which we've got here, will actually just update to the dark colour we've got. So there you go. And then again, we can control the dark wrapper background. So if we choose here, we'll go for something crazy like green. And sometimes, depending on the colour you go for, the actual option you set here might need to be changed slightly to really complement the colour that you've gone for. We give you all the control you need here just to do what you need to do. So I'm just going to, won't save this, I'll just refresh the page and revert those changes. Okay, so that's the colour section sorted. The background image would be, where applicable, you can set an image for the site. Below here in the style settings, we've got the option here for the site layout. Now this will control how the menu works. For most cases, if you are going to build a multi-page site, just leave this at default. The single page option essentially controls the way that URLs operate, so that if you create a single page website and people are on a blog post, the menu will work. We've also got the custom CSS area, which obviously if you want to tweak things which aren't allowed to be controlled by the options, that you can do there. Under header settings, we've got quite a few options here for different layouts for the header. If we just quickly go through them. So first of all, we can remove the header entirely. That just takes a moment for the preview to update. You can see there, although we've set the header to off, the header has still remained. So I'll actually just take you through what's happening and why that's the case. So if we just save the options and head to our front page and just refresh, just so you can see that although we've set the option to no header, it will still remain in place. Now the reason for that is we give you complete control of the header, so you can change them on a per page basis. So what you'll notice, one of the settings here, if we go to edit the page, where we've actually allowed you to override whatever you've set in the theme options, you'll see here we've actually told this particular page that we will ignore the option we've got set in the theme, and we will force it to use the transparent header instead. Obviously, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to quickly set this to do not override, which basically will mean whatever you've got set in the theme options that we're showing you will apply to this page. So I'm just going to quickly change that. We hit update and just take another look at the page. You'll see basically now we've turned this overriding feature off. The header is now removed as we've told it to in the theme options. So if we just choose a different header again, we'll use the solid header for now. There you go, you can see the solid header there, and then you've got the extended header, which gives you a bit more room for information. And the other option was the transparent header, which we've seen. So you can see that the extended header has added the option here for a couple of extra bits at the top. Now these areas are actually also controlled in the header area. So if we step back once, we can see here in the subheader settings, we've got an area where we can put in our own telephone number and email. If I just put hello@me.com. you can see that this area up here will get updated with that information. There we go. Okay, skipping back, we've got an option here in the header options for the logo. Now it's important that you set these both correctly because you've got obviously various styles for the header, so unless you're going to be using the the solid background, you need to set the original and the reverse logo, which will appear on the front end of the site. Obviously, if you just set the standard logo, you'll notice when the header changes, you won't be able to see it because of the background. So it is quite important to make sure you've got both the regular and the inverse or reverse version of your logo set. And just here we've got various options for the social icons we can show in the header too. So if I just quickly pick Twitter, and we'll pop in a URL, just a hash. You see, for whichever network you want to show, you just simply choose the network from the drop down, stick your profile URL in, and it will appear as expected, just appear. We can do this for as many header icons as you need, up to 6 of them, which obviously should be plenty for most people. If we just skip back to the next option, you've got the blog settings. Now this will allow you to control things like the text for the read more buttons. Just see if we've got an example here. So yeah, we've got the blog post here, obviously the button there labeled read more. Perhaps that isn't correct for your language, or you want to just customize it to something else. This is where you can do that. There we go, you can see the label is now changed to what we want. And you've got various options for the blog layout as well. So this is basically where you control the archives, which is something controlled by WordPress. So if we, for example, just head to our blog. Now this is a page which is what's called an archive. It's something we haven't used Visual Composer to create because WordPress handles this. And because WordPress handles it, we need to change how this looks via the theme options. So at the moment we've got the kind of timeline view. If we just change this up for grid, for instance, I just hit save and then refresh. You can see there in 2 seconds flat we've actually got a whole different layout for the blog. It's yeah, very straightforward. So basically this is where you control how your default blog items look. And the next option we've got available to us, just for the portfolio, pretty much the same again. So we've got the option for changing the button label, change the title of the portfolio area, change the default layout for how the portfolio items look, and whether or not you wish to show the related posts on the portfolio projects themselves. And then finally we've just got the footer options here, which just allows you to set up a custom message which appears down here. That's a quick overview of the options in Hygge. I hope it's been useful. If there are any other questions, come and see me over at support. I hope the video has been useful. Thanks for watching.